East Coast Breakfast.
State of the Nation is happening tonight. 7, 8? Do we know?
I think
7.
7 o'clock tonight. We can talk about it. You know, it's not our first State of the Nation, but why would we want to talk about it when we got like the guy? We got like our senior news editor, Marius van der Walt, in the building. Of course, we're going to rope him in. So we've roped him in. Hey, Marius.
I'm good.
Consider yourself roped in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Marius,
Speaking of ropes,
just a quick one here. I think Carmen mentioned this yesterday in one of the things to know, that apparently the National Assembly Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula has announced new rules for the sitting. What's happening there for suspended members? You can't do this. You can't just do it all. And
so you'll know that since the FF has been in the National Assembly, we've had interruptions every year.
Every single
time. And it
time.
kind of culminated last year with them storming the stage.
Yes.
So now they've set new rules in that nobody is allowed to interrupt the president.
During State of the
During
Nation.
the State of the Nation.
How is that?
So you can't raise points of order because
Is that
remember every time
constitutionally okay?
Huh?
Is that constitutionally sound? Can one do that?
Well, yes, they can. But I mean, the people that I've spoken to says it's a bit draconian.
Yeah.
Because remember now, it can be used to stifle debate.
Yeah.
Because the unintended consequences is, what if we have a president next time that really does need to be interrupted and taken on, and they can't. And the Parliament should be a place of open debate, but the argument can be made that the FF's taken it a bit too far. But now I feel the rules are going like a little bit to the other side, and I don't think it's going to be effective.
Okay, so you say they're still going to be anti.
Pretty much, even though judgments being delivered this morning on whether Julius Malema and the top leadership will be able to attend tonight, there will be EFF MPs there, and they've already said they've got plans.
Maybe I'm a bit boring, but I'm kind of looking forward to a SONA where we actually talk about the SONA and not the antics. Like the State of the Nation.
Antics, I think, are there because they're not happy with what the president is saying, and they're the one party that does it when he's there in Parliament. They don't do it like others do, sending statements, doing press.
I think it's their marketing day.
No, I think it's
market and sell.
I think it worked in the beginning, especially when the previous president was there.
Yeah.
Pay back
the money and all of that. But I do think people are getting tired of it, especially when we have a long list of things that really need to be done for us. Economy's not growing. We all know the problem.
Speaking of that list, I have 2 questions for you. The one's very important. The other one is which topics and what do you think the president is going to touch on this year? But Marius, my big question, and I can't believe we're in March, almost February, and we still don't know, when on earth is he going to tell us when the election date is going to be?
So the presidency said yesterday within the next 15 days we'll know.
Okay.
So it won't necessarily be tonight, but like within the next 2 weeks we'll know. And we have to remember that it's an election year. So we have to put some gloss on like the things that we've done. So I expect him to kind of list all the progress that's been made with load shedding. So we've got like the transmission company now, and then we'll probably speak about the things we've done. The independent directorate, or the investigative directorate, is now part of the NPA, so we're taking state capture seriously. So like, all those kind of things, he will tell us how well they've done over the last year.
Sure.
Okay. One more question for you, sir. Not outside of the SONA, who are you looking forward to in terms of how they're going to dress?
Come on, Scott.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously asking.
I can tell you one thing for free. There's somebody in this room that would never answer that question, and that you've just asked him. Marius will never. You asked the wrong worst question.
Oh, sorry, Carmen.
Anyway.
Who are you looking forward to?
Who are you looking forward to, like, best dressed?
Look, they do spend our money.
Yes.
However they get it, in the Diamond Walk and Platinum Walk, and then they wear those clothes there. But I think importantly, Marius, Durban residents, we haven't had water, we haven't had power, we've had all these issues in KZN, and people have been struggling. Do you think he'll specifically mention KZN or how we've been affected?
I wouldn't necessarily think. I would hope you would mention KZN, but I don't think it necessarily. But I do think infrastructure is a thing that really, if I was the president, I would put that on the top of my list, because it's not only water and electricity, it's roads. I think it's basic stuff. I mean, even in Gauteng, Pretoria and Joburg, you can see the decay, and that is something that I think it depresses people.
The infrastructure is quite literally falling apart at every single point.
And the irony is, if you've got the money, that is an amazing way to grow the economy, because it creates job opportunities, like investment will come. The infrastructure is known. So I would personally make that like one of my big goals for the next year, because remember, he's also only going to be in office technically for another 4 months. And then we'll have another Sona.
Hey! Who knows by who?
East Coast Radio senior news editor Marius van der Walt, thank you for joining us.
East Coast Breakfast.